was going to go to that next. Is like,
Right.
I follow you on Facebook, and I know you say you're not on there very much, but I did read about the a book you're writing or a story you're writing or you're into. Like,
I'm writing a
I know.
movie with Shotzi.
Say that a minute. Say it again.
I'm writing right now. I'm writing a movie. I haven't been in wrestling in 20 some years, but in the last like 4 days, I have Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Shotzi, Liv. I talk to everybody. Everybody calls me. I'll send them little things. The key is never bug them, or never, they'll send you and ask you something. So me and Shotzi are kind of writing a horror movie, with Carrion and Scarlett.
Yeah.
Carrion's like a psycho killer, and the movie is like, when he's out killing, it's all like black and gray and moody and dark. And then when he comes home, he opens the door, and it's like a TV, a sitcom. It's like bright lights and everything. And then like, oh honey, how was your day at work? And Scarlett walks by the kids and like slits their throat, and
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Those kids are irritating.
Yeah.
Pitching it to Disney Plus after this. Yeah.
Yes. So, but you are like working on and writing on what are some of your, and it's all kind of twisted in horror.
Just in wrestling, I have kind of a my dream, and like Taker always says, in the perfect world, what would you do? In the perfect world, I want to be the Paul Heyman of women's wrestler, because it's always like, oh, the little girl manager and the big guy.
Yeah.
So I get the big old, scary, creepy guy where I have the backstory where I have Undertaker's blood in me.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of crazy, so I can always lean on that. So I go and try to, reenact the Ministry. Because like I've spent the last 20 years out of my life. When I left WWE, I didn't know what was going on. I was crazy. I was running around naked and everything. And then I got let go of the company, and then I just got cast down like into the pit with all these evil, horrible people. But I still had that light. I still had that, that little light. So I was surrounded by all these monsters and all this evilness, but they could never get to me because I had that light, until one day somebody took that light away from me. And then I became as evil and disturbed and just so much more vicious than any of them. And then the Undertaker saw that and realized that wasn't why he got me, and brought me my light back. And when he brought me my light back, that light shone into another light, and that light's Liv Morgan. So I need to go, and I need to make her the next kind of supernatural, but based in reality, kind of a cult. More so, there was a great movie with Nicolas Cage called Mandy, where it doesn't have to be, because every freaking entrance is like a Black Sabbath video anymore,
Yeah.
So kind of do it a little different with like a cult, not a cult, but a cult, where like Undertaker is the guy there, but you never see him until it's time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he loves all this stuff. So, Hunter, if you're listening, because I know, the tens of 20 people that you have watching your show.
I know when you're doing cardio, I know you watch this, Hunter. So
yes,
you heard that first and foremost right here.
Yes.
But look, that's totally awesome. Like that would that's incredible.
I was hooked. I also have a it's kind of a Highlander thing with Drew McIntyre, like the movie where Sean Connery went to, Drew has been doing all this stuff. But then, like, he's in trouble in the match or something, and I can come out and, like, recite philosophy and Scottish folklore, into the microphone to fire him up, kind of turn him into, like, a berserker, as opposed to everybody's too baby-faced. Walk out, smack hands, blah, 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 blah. You
want some bad guys.
Yes, I want good bad guys. I want Stone Cold, Undertakers. And I just think my main one is called Trinity. It's the three. It's I read a lot of religious stuff, different kinds of religions, a lot of philosophy and everything. And I thought it would be perfect to have Liv, Scarlett, and Shotzi as the three, the Trinity.
Wow. Yeah.
And with the Undertaker in the background, and then I could take like Carrion, and he would be like the acolyte. He would just be the enforcer guy or something. I've got stuff with him. I continue to help out Damian Priest, who believe it or not, still answers my calls or still answers my texts and everything.
Yeah.
I love that fucking guy.
He's
awesome.
a great, he's a great human being.
I literally was
deserves,
talking to him yesterday. Yes,
yeah,
that's what I told him.
He deserves everything he's getting, man.